Hi everyone, welcome to DronaHQ's weekly workshop. As you know that I've been hosting weekly workshops on the topic of exploring Veda AI, and that's what we are doing today. And we will be having a deep dive on it. We will be building an application from scratch using DronaHQ's different libraries, controls, and using Veda AI as well. So anyway, let's get started. So I have prepared a small presentation for you, just to give you a brief around what Veda AI does and how it, achieves its goals. Before diving into that, quick introduction. I'm Aharna, and I'm the developer advocate at Drona HQ, and I'm a community enthusiast as well. And today I will be guiding you through this workshop. Apart from that, so let's first understand that why we are here. So we have obviously had multiple instances where we have used traditional code generation tools, which hands out piles of raw code, which means that you will have to refactor it for long term and reiterate on it so that it is up with the trends and everything, right? But that is exactly where Veda AI changes the whole game. It generates metacode and concise high level instructions that doesn't require so much refactoring or reiterating on it, and it provides a longevity of the code as well as with the power of AI production. Apart from that, so Veda AI is basically sits in the juncture of vision AI and conversational AI. It really simplifies and accelerates your app building process, reducing the development time. And you can make different kind of apps, build UIs up to 80% of it in just few minutes. And that's something that we will be definitely deep diving into today. And apart from that, let me show you where you can navigate for Veda AI. So this is your console where you can definitely check Veda AI on the left hand side. This is where you request your access. And apart from that, while you are in the app builder section, you can also access Veda AI from the left hand sidebar. And also, once you hover over any control, you will also spot a magic icon, and that is your AI assist, including Veda AI. So, these are some of the ways that you can navigate to Veda AI and use it while your app building process. Apart from that, I'll just give you a small overview of the things that we are going to do today. Although these all will be implemented in a application building, so in different stages we will be doing this. So we will be generating full fledged UI of full applications from design files, and now that can include anything from screenshots to design files to even handmade sketches. Also, we will be creating action flows using natural language, so just via prompts. And then we will also be changing properties using prompts, replacing components, and binding data to our controls. So that's mostly what we are going to do today, step by step. Apart from that, I have listed a few resources on the slide, as well as we have dropped a few links in the chats of this meeting. So feel free to take a look there. Um, all right. Apart from that, I would also like to show you that this is a tutorial that I have written. So in case you do not understand a few points, so everything is written down here. So you can also take a look here and take this as a guide. We have also provided with a Google Drive. So this is the Google Drive. Yeah. So this is the Google Drive, where you can spot the file uploads. So once you double click on it, there's multiple screenshots and design files available here that you can try out. Apart from that, you can also check out the setup documentation. So this is the documentation. So we are also providing database credentials for you in case you do not have a database, so you can use this one for now. And we have also given out create queries and insert queries to completely simplify this process. And apart from that, I think we are good to get started. So you'll need to head over to your console. Just Wait. Okay. All right. So this is your console. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and create apps. But before we um, dive straight into creating apps, I would like to take you through how to connect your connectors, database, or APIs. So we'll just head over to connectors right here. Let me just zoom it in for you, better visibility. All right, once you navigate to your connector section, then you can go ahead and click on this create option and click on the connector and select your database. So in this case, I am using MySQL database. So I'm just going to go click on that, which opens this tray. And here you need to fill all the information. So since I already have one prepared for this workshop, I'm just going to open that and show you how it looks like once you have filled the information. Demo on TV. Okay. So this one is the one. So once you have it saved, it will look something like this. And these are some of the queries. So let me just open this one for you. So I'm gonna go on edit. So this is basically how it looks like once you have filled all the information. Make sure to write your password correctly, and after that you're going to go ahead and test connection. And once it shows that it's successful, you're going to hit on save, and that's it. That's how you add your databases. Next, to write your queries, let's take an example. So this is basically the table that I have used and that I will be using for this application. So this is how it looks like. This is the schema of it. Let me also show you from the side. This is the schema of the table, and this is the create command. And after that, once you have this set, you can test your query to check and make sure everything is perfect. And then you click on save. So I already have this save. I'm not going to do it again. Let's also show you the insert query. So once you open this, so as you can see, there's also insert query. So these are some dummy data that I have incorporated in the table. And yeah, that's about it. Make sure to also name your query accordingly and hit save, and voila, you're done with your connectors and connecting your databases. Now we can get started. So to get started into the whole app building process, you can go ahead and click on this app section and then click on create and click on app. So this is just going to open an app on a different window. And as it loads, it's preferred that you also change the name so that it doesn't get lost in a lot of apps, right? So I'm just going to change the name here. So since today we will be building a leave management app that would really help the human resource management system. So that's something that we're going to name. So let it load. And all right, I think it's gonna take. Okay, we have it here. So I'm just gonna write HRMS underscore leave. Okay, this looks pretty good. We can. I think this icon is also fairly does its job. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on update, and that's gonna change our app name. All right, so we have it here. Now, we will explore Veda AI, which is the main purpose of this workshop. So for that, we are going to explore how we can use our design files to create the UI, right? So for that, in this workshop, I'm going to use this sample image. So you can navigate to your drive section and then Veda AI file uploads. And so we are going to use this one. Let me just quickly show you how this one looks like. So this is a leave management dashboard, and here's some stats that give you real-time updates. Here's a pending approvals, and here is a request where you can approve or reject, and then here is list of all the leave requests. So this is something that we're going to build today. So I'm just going to click on download. You can also download this in case you're following along. Also, in this workshop, if anytime you have any queries, any doubts, or you're facing any issues, feel free to reach out to the email given in the chat, which is give me a moment. Yes, which is gayatri@dronahq.com. So feel free to reach out to us immediately, and we are active and we will be replying as soon as possible and try to fix your issues. With that said, let's get back. I think it's downloaded here. So I'm just gonna head over to my studio app builder section. And here's how you can navigate to your Veda AI. You see on the left-hand sidebar, as you hover over it, it says Veda AI. So once you click on it, this will open the chat window on the side. A few things here. So we have given a few of the sample commands that you can use, or maybe you can take it as a guide to use and craft your prompts. And apart from that, you can also check your credits right here. So it shows that I have 2000 credits available, out of which I have used 1140. And here's how you can attach, upload your images to generate UIs. And let's do exactly that. So I'm just gonna attach. So this is the design file that I want to upload. So I'm just gonna attach this one and let Veda AI do its magic. So generally, when we upload design files, it generates up to 80% of the UI, which means it has fast-tracked and accelerated your whole app development process so much. And as you can see, this is something that has been generated in just a few seconds, literally under 1 minute. So that's crazy. And apart from that, you can see it maps to nearest controls. So we had a table here, so it has correctly mapped out the table, the two tables that we had. Here was a form which I don't think has worked out that much, but that's something that we can definitely work on. Here are the stat cards, and here's the headers and everything. So yeah, let me just try to, okay, great. Okay, let me just quickly check again. All right. Okay. So from here, actually, in case you are not happy with the upload, you can re-upload it here again. But this is something actually we can work with, and most of my controls are correctly mapped out here, so I really don't have to worry about drag and drop of every control. So that really saves a lot of time. Okay, since this is how my UI looks like, we are going to go ahead and try to do the basics, right? So this table actually should reflect all the leaves that are in my database. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over this control that is table grid right here and click on AI assist. And here I am going to write get all data from and focus here. So this is how we basically bind our control and our databases. So for controls, we use double curly braces, and for databases, we use an @ rate. So this is how we bind a connector. So I'm just going to write demo DB, which was the name of our database here, and the name of our table was HRMS leave management. Gonna click enter. and this is going to generate a query. So okay, we have the query right here. We can test this out and check if our output is something that we desired. Looks perfect, so I'm just going to use this one. In case there's something that you need to modify, you can also click on modify. In this case, I'm just going to use this, so let's just use this one. Okay, this looks good. All right, okay, perfect. Okay, and this one actually in the like design showed that we need to have the pending requests for leave, so I'm just gonna write that: get all data where status is pending from demo db, and then we can write leave management. But since we already tried out the AI assist from here, let's see if we can achieve the same thing from the chat section as well. So I'm just going to write get all data from get all data where status is pending. Say leave status is pending from, then we mention the database. So the connector name here will be DemoDB. And we can search the table from here. So ours is HRMS leave management. I'm just gonna go ahead and select and then hit enter. Okay. Now the difference, okay, I think I've made a little mistake here. So the issue here is, see, when I have used the AI assist, here you do not have to mention the control name because it is already, we are already narrowing in on the control and then using AI assist particularly. But in this case, we definitely need to mention the table name. So this is table grid 1. And then if you write get all data where leave status is pending from, then you bind your connector DemoDB and then find your HRMS table and then enter. Okay, I think I selected this table, but anyway, we can also actually check this one. Let me just quickly minimize this a little bit. And we're just gonna exchange the tables, so not a problem at all. And then we're gonna fit it here. Just gonna expand this. And here I want to, I'm just gonna say table grid. This is how you bind your control. So you hover and you get the ID. So here it is table grid. So it's gonna be table grid. Select and then get all data from DemoDB and then HRMS score leave management. Let's select, then hit enter. And this is just going to do the trick. So that should do it. Okay, looks good. All right, looks good to me. Perfect. Now, if so, these are actually populated in this table grid via the data query section. So let's just have a look. Okay, this is my pending status. This is the management. Okay, so as you can see, there's like two of these, so I'll just check which one is this using. So I'm just gonna double click on it, and so this is using query 2. So I'm just gonna delete the query because this one is redundant and users may get confused. Even I can get confused. So definitely do not want that happening. All right, looks good. Okay. I hope until now this was pretty easy and simple to follow along. Let me know if in case you have any doubts. Feel free to post your queries on Slido. I am definitely taking a look at all times. So, all right, looks good. Also, just want to reiterate on the fact that in case you're facing any queries or you have any doubts, please post them immediately on the email that is provided in the chat, that is gayatri@dronahq.com. We are actively taking a look and we will be assisting you very soon. All right, I think this looks good. Perfect. Okay. All right, this almost looks good. So in this, I'm just gonna make a few changes so that it looks way less intimidating with a lot of information. So I'm just gonna hide the comment section from here. Also applied date. Status should be there, duration should be there, start date. Okay, this looks good. And we can also actually hide the ID, which, yeah, this looks good. And this is how we can also like format our rows and columns. So I'll just open this one. Let me delete all of these. So this auto detects your columns and then uses the row formatting, but I want to have a clean canvas to do it from scratch so that you guys understand it better. So for here, I'm just gonna mark the leaf type and make it a single tag, and have the status and make that also a single tag, and then I'm gonna hit finish. And yeah, this looks way better. All right. I'm gonna do the same thing here as well. So I'm just gonna click on this formatting. I'm gonna need a clean canvas for it. So yeah. And here I want to highlight the leaf type. So I'm just gonna make it single tag. In case you wanna make it multi-tag, that is also possible. We have given all kinds of options for you to customize to your very desired goal. I'm gonna make it single tag right here. Apart from that, I don't think anything else is needed. I'm just gonna hit finish. I also want this applied date column to appear at the last, right? Okay. And start date. Okay, we have the dates and everything. Looks good, looks good. If you want to hide the IDs, you can do that as well. In the same way, you can just stop the visibility of this column. And apart from that, so here it shows that we also have checkboxes. So I do not want that. So I'm just gonna write single without checkbox. And this comes on the basically formatting side of controls. So for that, um, we can also make these horizontal, I mean the vertical lines disappear. So let me just, uh, I mean that is also possible. And let me also just change this checkbox. Right, and then we have this hide vertical lines. This looks better. This looks more clean. And yeah, yes, this one. This option was hiding from me, apparently. But okay, now we have it. This looks way better, right? And let me just increase this. Okay, I think this is how it looks like. Yeah, okay. All right, this looks way better um, than it started out with. So that is exactly what I'm saying, right? That Veda AI, with the help of Veda AI, you can, get the controls, and you can map it out to the right controls. You can generate the UI up to 80. And after that, you can, customize it further according to whatever is your use case. So I'm just gonna increase this. Yes, now this looks better. Also this should, okay, and let me just also have a label here. So I'm just gonna write all leaves, and this can be pending approvals. So I'm just gonna click on an add-on and then add a label, and click and write your pending requests. Looks good. Okay, I can make this all leave requests actually. Requests. Yes. Okay, looks good. All right. So next, what we have is we have this section. So we can actually drop down the controls. So this is a detailed view control. Um, but right now I do not want the detailed view control. Let me see if I can work with this actually. Okay. Mm, so basically, my goal here is to select any of the employee or leave requests from the pending table on the left hand side, and that should reflect all the details of the employee on the right hand side. So, all right. I think I'm going to use separate controls for this. So I'm just going to delete this one, and I can auto generate the form or even drag and drop. So let me just quickly drag and drop in this container. So I definitely need text. So okay, so this can be our comment. And what else we have? We have a heading. We can have this here. And next we can have is text input. Wait, where did that go? All right, let me just drag and drop a different one. Text input. And what else? Can actually map all of these. Okay, so I need to showcase my employee name. So here goes the employee name. Then would be the leave type. So this will basically show me the leave type. Let me just check. We have three kinds of leave types, right? So in this case, I can actually select a select bar. So select bar. Yes, this one. And let me just delete this. And we can write here casual leave. This one is casual. Another one should be sick leave. Another one could be comp off. So compensatory off. Comp off. Looks good. All right. I'm just gonna change this to leave type. Leave type. Right. And what else do we have? We also have status. So you can have the status as well. For status also you can use the select bar. So I'm just gonna use that itself. Another one. I'm just gonna delete. Let me actually use this one for, so I'm just gonna, okay. So pending, then there should be approved, and then another one could be like rejected. So rejected looks good. Let me also change colors while I'm at it. So approved can be green and then pending can be yellow. Yes, I'll save. Oh, okay, approved can be green. This one. Okay, perfect. And apart from that, this will map onto. Okay, this almost looks good. What else do we have? We also have a start date. So, okay, this can actually show the start date. All right, let me just delete these controls because I don't think I'll be needing them. All right, I can maximize this. Text block would be above. This is the leaf type. Okay, this is how it looks like. Let me just also quickly refer how this look like. Okay. All right. So okay, take it. So we also need like a date, right? Leaf type and then date. I'm just gonna duplicate this because I also want to show the applied date. So I'm just gonna duplicate this. This looks good. Okay, let me just. Okay, okay, let's not overcomplicate this. This looks good. All right, I'm just gonna increase this. This would be our comment section. All right, so now this is how you map your text controls to different columns and different data. So I'm just gonna write. So this is pending requests. So pending requests dot. This should show me the name, so employee name, and this should show me the default value to double curly braces. That's how you call your data dynamically. So this would be pending requests again, and then it should show me a leaf type. So that's my leaf type. And date and time picker. So this should be the start date. So I'll just change the label here as well. Start date. This looks good. I'm just gonna do double curly braces, pending request, table, and then start date. So I'm just gonna call this. Then the text block should reflect the comment. So double curly braces, pending requests again. And then comment. So comment is yes here. So looks good again. And this should basically show me the status of my leave request. So this will be pending requests dot, and then should be status. Looks good. Okay. And let me also change the label of this. So status, and okay, this looks good. All right. We can also like change. Yeah, this looks good. Perfect. Okay. So let me just show you if this is reflecting correct. If everything is worked out, it should. Okay. 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 Yeah, it's getting changed. All right. I think this is not reflecting. Let me also quickly change that. So let's quickly preview this again. Yes. Okay, it's definitely doing comp off, and then okay, this should do it. Uh, Let me just quickly do a hard refresh and then continue. Okay, so this is showing pending. Oh, okay. I need to do like a preview. It's just getting saved while it's on it. Okay, this looks good. Also, this looks good. Okay, so the problem is that since we all changed the option from casual to casual leave, that's why it was not mapping. So let me just quickly remove this and then try it out. I think that will work. Yes, that's working. Perfect. Great. So it's reflecting everything here. Next, what we will do is we will be doing so let's just logically think, right? So once you're on the leave management and you are an HR approving your leaves, and you can see that these are all in pending, you would want to approve them or reject them, right? So this exactly what we're gonna do next. So in the command we can write on click of, this is our status, save status back in leave in the table, and then bind your connector here, DemoDB, and then search your table HRMS. This one. So let me just quickly check on leave, on click of status, save the status back in the table. Okay, this looks good. I'm gonna hit enter and wait for the action item to form here. So this is what we're doing next. So through this prompt, we are going to set the action item and the action flow of this whole application, right? So, okay, perfect. Let me quickly do a double click and that will show me whether we have it or not. So Okay, there's I think. Okay, I think. Okay. So in select bar, so actually this is what we can change. Hmm. Okay. Let me just delete this control really quick and text block. Let me replicate this one. Okay. Acha. We already have one here. Okay. Then see. Hmm. Okay, this looks good. Let me delete this one as well. This is redundant. And let me also, yes. Hmm. Okay, this should show me the status, right? So status, this should show me pending. Then let me add buttons actually, because without buttons, there is actually no action of click, which would further, prompt the application to accept that click. So I'm just gonna include this button, and I'm just gonna include two buttons here. So one for approved and one for rejected. So yeah, this looks good. And I can actually, yeah, status. This also looks good. I can actually write this as leave status, right? I'm just going to increase this. Yes. And I'll also change to H3 and further. Okay, this looks good. I'm just gonna change this one as approved, right? And this can be set as approved. And this button is rejected. This button is rejected. Oh, okay. Yeah, that looks good. And perfect. Let me also change quickly the size of this, or let me just like space it out so that it doesn't look too clunky. Yeah, this looks good. All right, perfect. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to have live stats as well in here, but before that, let me just map these as approved. So what we will do is on click off. So this is our approved button. So I'm just going to click on approved. And then what we're going to do is we are going to write save status as approved back in the table, and then we're going to bind our connector. So at the rate, then connector name, so demo DB. And then from here, select our table. So then quickly do a double check because we do not want to waste our credits like that. So, and these are some of the best practices that you should follow. Okay, this button looks good. Save status as approved back in the table. Okay, and then hit enter. This prompt looks good. And that should do it. We are also going to do the same thing to the rejected. So let me just quickly show you the action flow here. So this has been generated. All right. But this actually will not work because it is missing a very vital command, that is this is updating, but it is updating who? The ID is not mentioned, right? So that is where what we're gonna do. We're gonna write where ID, where is the ID? Okay, where ID equals to, and then the table grid. So I think it was 1. Let me also quickly check the table grid. Acha, this was pending requests, right? So that will be pending request. So I'm just gonna open this. Yes, pending request, and then dot, and then the ID. Yes, this looks good. Save. You can actually test it out. That is also one of the best practices, so that you know that it is working. And then hit save. Yep, that looks good. Just gonna minimize this and this as well, and we're going to do the same thing here. So you can either write out the same command, or you can do like a copy paste. I'm just gonna write the same command on click of, this is my rejected button, so rejected, save status as rejected back in the table, and then bind your connector, so demo db, and then your table name, and double check it. Okay, this looks good. Should be rejected. All right, looks good to me. Also, but I would also like to change the color of this rejected button, because otherwise these two look very similar. So I'll definitely do that. So let me just quickly check the query before that. So again, just gonna write. So this is how you can also like modify even after using Veda AI in case you're not getting your desired goal. So I'm just gonna write ID equals and then include the table name. So pending request dot ID. Yes, select. I think it's selected. You can test it out and then save it. Yeah. All right. I am also going to change the color. So change color of our button. So for button, we do double curly braces and then include the button name to red, because, well, red is danger and rejected kind of gives up similar vibe. So, okay. In a few seconds only, it'll change the color of your button. Okay, I think it changed the text color. Okay, I mean, that also works. But in case, okay, okay, this works actually. It's not a problem. We just needed a different identification. Anyways, we're gonna use themes, so stay up till that. So these are some of the stat cards that I wanted to have for our real-time updates. So what we're gonna do is we can write that uh, get, we can write display the number of total leave requests, and then write the connector name. So gonna bind the connector here and then write down the name, HRMS leave management, and then hit enter. So this is going to display all of the leaves, including pending, approved, rejected, whatever, and just test it out. It shows 10, and that's exactly true. And okay, so I want this to be displayed here in the bigger text. I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Right now, this is just not showing number, but it is also showing the whole output of it. So for that, I can modify this. So I'm just gonna write this as total underscore count. Gonna assign an alias, save it, and call the alias right here. So I'm just gonna do total count, and then third bracket 0. This is going to just display the number. And the same thing I can do here. I just wanted to display the number of pending approval requests, right? So display only display the number of pending requests from, then bind the connector, demo DB. At this point, I think you know the drill. So HRMS underscore leave management. Okay, this looks good. Da-da-da. Okay, and I'm just gonna hit enter. Right, see, so it automatically generates where status is pending. This looks good. I'm just gonna modify this a little bit. I'm gonna write this as pending. This is my alias. Save this and use the bigger text, title text right here, and then call my alias. So that is pending, and then 0. So this looks good. And since we are close to our time, so I'm just going to delete this, and should be good enough. Oh, okay, I can undo that. Thank God. All right, perfect. I'm just gonna space it out a bit. Let me put it in the middle for better. Yeah, this looks good. And I can actually write this as pending as well. Pending leave requests. Okay. Just gonna delete this. And here I'm gonna write total leave requests. And I'm gonna delete this. Okay, this looks better. Yes, perfect. Okay. All right. Let me just quickly preview this, and I'm going to show you how this looks like. Okay. So let's say I want to approve this one, right? So Sneha Nair, and we can see other details. So the leave status is pending, leave type is comp off, start date is on 25th of August, and the comment is worked on weekend. So if you want to approve this, we just click on approve. This should show me status updated. Perfect. And if we refresh this, we'll see that this has gone from the pending request table. And if you yes, Sneha Nair, this has been approved. And let me just refresh this completely, and you'll see that pending leave request is 3 and total is still 10, right? All right, that kind of sums up how we can build leave management app from scratch using Veda AI, and it really fast tracks your process. Like literally under 60 minutes, I have developed a whole full-fledged application that teams can use, right? Next, what we're gonna see is very fun and very fast for you to work on the themes. So with just one click and a few choose options, you're just gonna get the themes, right? So let me just show you quickly. So I'll just go with core of theme, right? And we can save themes here. And if this is the kind of the style that you're going for in your teams, then this is really helpful. You can quickly change the themes from here in the settings button and navigate through themes. And let's say I want Shubham theme, and we can also change the dark. So I do not see. Okay, this can be dark. All right, and Perfect. So let me just quickly do like a refresh. I had saved it. So there should be, yes. So in just a few seconds, you can, switch between the themes, and it looks absolutely amazing. And apart from that, you can also, like in the preview section, so has been saved. Okay. Let me also quickly show you how we can do preview. We can also switch between different environments. We can also switch between light modes and dark modes. So we can switch to dark mode from here, which gives you a completely different kind of a theme, right? All of this you can like select and change however it suits you. Okay. Okay, I think perfect. Let me preview this. And I'm also going to show you some of the few, very, very, very useful things. That is, you can switch between your environments and users to simulate different environments. That can be based on geography, based on your teams, based on user access, right? And next we can navigate between screens. So without even setting up the logic, right? You can also check the mobile view and the laptop view from here. You can change between themes on the preview section as well. And this is something, so these are logs. So when you have data calls, data queries, so you can check if these are going through, and 200 means okay, so my data calls are going through perfectly. Yeah, that's about it. So I hope you had a great time following this workshop through. Let me know in case there is any doubts, in case you wanna interact, in case you wanna showcase your project. If you have followed along, I'd be happy to tell you and guide you through this. Definitely let me know in case you have built this project along with me. Reach out to us in our email. You can also post your questions on Slido during this workshop. And anyways, so bi-weekly I come with a lot of workshops exploring different applications using Veda AI and different other features with DronaHQ. So I hope you had fun, and see you in the next one.